The city of Samara, inside the Sunni Triangle, was in the grips of loyalist Fedayeen fighters. Just after midnight on October 1st, 1ID conducted Operation Baton Rouge, bombarding known enemy positions. Once inside the city, they moved quickly to secure key government buildings and root out insurgents who used the city as a base to launch attacks throughout the summer. Most of the major fighting ended just hours into the operation, but sporadic gunfire continued after sunrise.
And so there you had the 1st Armored Division in Iraq, extended, and they needed somebody to take their turf before they could go home. Big Red One raised their hand and went to the leadership in Baghdad and said, look, we'll come back down south of Baghdad. And remember, the Big Red One was north of Baghdad. We'll come down south and take over some of the areas where you have the 1st Armored Division. If you remember, the 1st Armored Division had come out of Baghdad and had gotten into some significant combat operations south of the city, significantly south of the city, and they were now temporarily garrisoned in those areas, ensuring peace and stability.
Somebody had to fill the gap. So the same time we were fighting that April uprising in April, we also had to do the first intra-theater deployment in OIF-2 to Anaja.
The Big Red One drove major forces, brigade-size forces, all the way from north of Baghdad to Crete in that area, past Baghdad and down to the south.
So we moved a portion of the brigade combat team 400 kilometers down south, while at the same time we were in contact with the enemy up here, doing split-base brigade operations. Very, very challenging. We did that throughout the month of April.
And the Big Red One waited there until full replacements had come in to secure those areas. Then they went all the way back up north.
1st Infantry Division soldiers, along with Marines and other units, moved through the largely deserted city. 90% of the population had fled ahead of the anticipated assault. Although soldiers and Marines had superior numbers and firepower, they knew they were facing a different and dangerous enemy.
The Fallujah fighters were different than what I had experienced. When you have people that have their sole intention is to martyr themselves. No matter what they do, they're going to spread themselves out as far as possible, and they're just going to bring the fight in. They came out in the street, and they brought the fight, you know, and we responded. They were just fanatical.